Okay, we should be going live. Let's make sure everything is good to go. What's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome in. What's happening? How's everybody doing today? Today is going to be Balloon Dog Day. I'm kind of excited. Haven't done these in a while. Balloon dogs. What's up, Dragonfly? J-Dub, what's happening? So yeah, we are balloon dogging it. Okay. Gail, how are ya? I need to warm my fingers up for a second. It's freaking cold. There we go. That's better. Okay. I did end up getting 0 on the Etsy store too. So we are finally active on that one too. Finally happy with that. All right, let's go. Let's make us some balloon dogs. Let's dog it. What's up, Colleen? How are you? Thank you for the little video you did, by the way. Appreciate it. Park that off to the side. And we're going to grab ourselves a little punty rod and make it work. We've got a ton of colors to work with tonight too. So that'll be an interesting process. Going to be a fun one. Got this here. Printing out shirts. Oh, there you go. Nothing wrong with printing out shirts. Okay, so we are coming through. What's up, Groves? How are you? Okay, so we're going to start off Balloon Dog tonight. We're going to go a little bit exotic with this one. We're going to do gold fume. It's been going good. Thank you. Yeah, it's been good so far. Dragonfly's in the house. Groves is in the house. Ooh. That got a little squirrely. So I'm going to try a little bit bigger version of this balloon dog tonight. So we're going to bring it down. Like that. Okay, I do have to change this playlist. It's driving me batty at the moment. Gonna have to go to our standard. There we go. Standard playlist. And I do think I need to move this over here. There we go. Yeah, I can see better that way. Oh, you know what? I can move this over here. Holy crap, I didn't even see I could do that. Hold on. We may have just fixed the entire live stream completely. Move this over here. Nope, don't do it. I think I just fixed what I was having problems with. All right, we are good actually. Now I can see stuff. The octopus looking thing is just that. It's a crazy looking chandelier octopus looking thing. So tonight we are doing the balloon dog, which is this guy right here. This is a UV reactive one. Same with this one down here. They are UV reactive. Now the one I'm doing right now won't be UV reactive. It is just going to be a standard color of clear. And then I'm going to enhance it with gold. So we're going to vaporize pure gold in it too. So it's going to be an absolute insane looking thing when we get done. This is going to be a very transparent golden pink balloon dog. So it's been a while since I've made them, so I'm going to be a little bit slow right now. A little bit. How much would it cost to go to my local glassblowing shop and make me a piece every day? Probably a lot more than you'd want to spend. And you don't want to go to a shop. You want to go directly to the glass blowers. You don't want to go to a shop. Go direct to the source. Okay, so first things first, we have to come in here. We're going to add in the little tail. Just going to bring it down. We don't need this much flame for it. Almost looks like it's starting out to be a duck, right? Doesn't that have that kind of duck look? I think it looks like a duck. No pipes. How to purchase? You can go to my TikTok shop. So on my bio here on TikTok, just go to my bio, click on there, and you will see something called Showcase. If you don't see what you want in there, message me and we can direct you to the other places that we sell. I have a website which is located in the bio too. Okay, that is not very good right there. All right, so that is the rear part of the tail for the balloon dog. I'm making the balloon dog ornament. So I did not invent this ornament. There is an artist by the name of Jeff Koons who created this ornament. I did not invent it. I always give credit where credit is needed and due. Actually, I'm going to add the leg first. It's been a while since I made this, so it's taken me a few minutes. Why so puny? Because it's got to hang on a tree. You know, if you add too much weight, it's going to pull the tree branches down. So you kind of have to give it some, yeah, you can't go too big. But we're not done yet. I mean, this is only part of it. When I get done, it won't be that small. So there's leg number 1. Let's pop on leg number 2. I will probably have to go in and refine where these legs are and bend them and move them a little bit, but right now I just want to get them on here. There we go. So this is the tail and the rear legs. What makes the glass glow? Are you talking about in the fire or what? After it's finished? Oh, after it's finished. That is my secret sauce, my friend. I would be not sharing that. It is going to be sold by North Star Glassworks. So kind of worked agreement with them not to reveal it. Okay, so next step is we're going to over this way. Melt this in. I'm always surprised how much glass this stuff consumes, like the raw material. So we got to do the front legs. I know, I really wish it was a lightsaber. It'd be freaking cool as hell. If you really want to see this torch turned into a lightsaber, though, there's a guy on YouTube called The Hacksmith. The Hacksmith. And he actually turned this brand of torch, a different model, but the same brand, into an actual lightsaber. He had to modify it a lot, but my God, when he did it, it was insane. Let's bring this leg out, mellow it down a little bit, round it out. I could probably turn the torch down a touch. It doesn't need that much on it. I do have to move this just a tiny bit. All right, so we're doing the other leg. Kind of looks like a little rocking horse so far. Like we're building a little child's rocking horse. You ever seen those rocking horses? Not a rocking horse. Oh man, what was that toy that kids used to have? It's like a little wooden horse with wheels on it. Like that. Yeah, it has been a minute since I've made these. So this one's going to get gold fumed. It's going to look pretty incredible when it's done. But the ones we currently have on display are the European version here, the Lucy. So these are glowing pink. They look very transparent, but they glow super pink under UV. All right, so we got to put the little neck on here. We're kind of in the dog theme tonight, since we got the ghosty dog up, and we got the balloon dog going. Down just a little bit. What's up, Joshua? All right, so there is we have the legs on. We've got the neck. Ooh, I gotta straighten that out. That is way bent. I let it sit out too long in the wrong direction. And it's still messed up. If I don't get this straight this time, I'm going to have to restart it. Technically, you'd want to build all these parts ahead of time and then assemble it. That would be the best way to do it. How do you blow the bubble at the end of the tube to shape thing at the end of beaming? I don't quite follow you on that. Maybe if you could rephrase it a little bit. What's up, Callie? How are ya? Okay, so next step, we got to come through, and we're going to do the front balloon part. This is my favorite part of the whole dog right here, the nose area, the mouth and nose. It's like my favorite. No church windows or anything. Totally different type of glass. Yeah, that's totally different. Okay, we got to put the little balloon stub on here. Like that. All right, next step, we got to do the ears. This is what completely sets the whole thing off. let gravity do its thing. What's up, Jojo? So we got that part done. How you doing, Tess? Okay, next ear. Oh, that's way off. Hold on. It's been like probably 6 months since I've made one of these. So they are a little rusty at the moment. Okay, so there is the balloon dog. We're not done yet, though. We have to we have to put a hook on it. We have to do some colors on it. Probably going to extend this one leg a little too. Not enough on there. That's what I love about glass. It is extremely forgiving if you have to fix things. All right, so now we got there. I need to put a little hook on it. So before I go too far, we're going to pop it in the kiln. I'll let it warm up for a second. We're going to create that hook. And then we'll assemble it. Then we got to color it. We're going to use gold tonight. We're going to definitely gold fume it. The color's going to look absolutely amazing. Yeah, this color is going to look outstanding. So here we go. Just got to make a little bit of a loop. I've been trying to find a spot to put this where I don't have to have it in the middle of the back of the dog, but I haven't found a good location for it yet. I thought about doing it on the ears, and I tried it one time. I connected the ears together sideways, and it didn't look good. So I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, I got the little nub on the... Got to put the nubs on, right? What's up, Red Squeak? How are ya? We're going to come back here. Yeah, we're going to do some cool versions. We're going to do lime green. We're going to do a purple, pink, hopefully. And then I got a really cool color. It's a very, very sparkly color. It almost looks like it has little diamonds in it. It's almost like a moldavite green color, and then it has little sparkles to it. I don't know how it's going to look in the balloon dog, though. Okay, let's attach this little spot here. Got the little hook in there. Wiggle that off. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super thrilled about having that hook right there, but it's just the way it has to be. I got to straighten it out first. Just move it a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be adding the color to this now. In order to do that, I got to switch the axis of where it's being held on. So we're going to just pop it on the bottom of the foot here. I'm going to try and move the tail a tiny bit, but pretty much it's done. I do want to move this tail up just a little bit. I'm going to move it up. That way. Okay, so this is without any color right now. We're going to take this and we're going to add color to it. So we're going to try a couple versions tonight. We're going to do a little gold and silver fuming on this one. This one we're going to lightly dust with some silver. So there's a little tiny silver on this, little bit of it. We're just going to dust the whole thing. And you're going to see the color change a little bit. Now hopefully that attachment where I have it doesn't crack and this thing falls off. So what we did here is we added just a tiny bit of silver on here. So that created that yellow hue to it. Well, just wait now. Now we're going to actually add gold. So this is pure gold. It's going to be vaporized onto this, and this should get it very, very shiny. Should look shiny. So this gold is being vaporized via the flame, and the flame acts as a conduit to transfer this gold. Just want to get the color right. This is first one of the year, pretty much done like this in this size. So now we have the balloon dog all colored up. So that is the gold fuming with the balloon dog look. Looks very metallic-y, right? Just detach here. Okay, so I just have to fix that spot where I detached the leg with a little bit of gold to match it up because it got a little clear right there. Pretty much burned it off, so we're going to add a little bit of gold there. Get it really, really heavy onto it. There we go. So now, yeah, that's the balloon dog. I know it almost looks polished out, right? It's very, very transparent though when you have a flashlight on it. I'll see if I can get that to show. I don't know if you can see through it. It definitely has that metallic-y sheen, but it definitely, the color definitely transfers through like that. It pops through. It's a beautiful color. So the next one I want to do, I want to make out of this lime green. And this is called slime. And we're going to try it out of that. I think it'll look really, really good in the bright, bright lime green. So this is the color here that we're going to use. Oh. All right, let's go. I'm pretty new. I appreciate that, Vader. Man, you and I could be friends with a name like Vader. You and I could definitely be friends. I'll tell you why in a second. But I'm pretty new to the live streaming on YouTube. So this is, I'm not quite in the algorithm right now. So it's still picking me up. I'm not too disappointed. TikTok, we usually have a pretty big crowd on TikTok. Like right now, I don't know what we have on TikTok at the moment. 159. It's a Saturday, which is usually the lower views. But I always have a good crowd on TikTok. We do good on there. But I look like Glenn Beck. Okay, so I get Glenn Beck, Guy Fieri, the guy from The Offspring. Who else did they say I look like? God dang it. Who else? I don't know. There's like several people. I look like me, my friend. I just look like me. That's it. Can I say hey to Parker? Parker. Hello, Parker. How are you? The big thing behind me is a chandelier, and I look like Jason. That's correct. Well, on Friday the 13th, that's kind of scary, but yeah. The chandelier was made in when I had a big warehouse, and I hung a big chain off the rafters up there, and I would build a couple pieces here and there. So I spent like 6 months making it. Would it take 6 months to make it? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I spent like 6 months making a part here and there in between my projects of actually working. But the whole thing that's unique about that chandelier that's behind me is that it's held together with shower clips. The clips for shower rods. So everything is a big, like either the Italian horn shape or a bulbous ball or something coming off it with a ball and tail. But at the end of those is a hook, like a little loop. And you take those shower clips and you run them through the hoop. And on the inside of that chandelier is a cage. Think of like an ice cream cone upside down. And so it's a wire cage in there. And so you just shower clip all those parts on there. And that's how you build them. Not very complicated. I look like Philip Seymour Hoffman. No, I don't look like Philip Seymour Hoffman. I mean, I'm about the same size as he was, but no, I disagree with you there. Not that one. A great actor, but all right. So we're doing the lime green version. Okay, here we go. Three, two, one. We're going to kind of round this off. I'm going to try rounding the other end off here. I didn't like how that looked up in the front. It looked okay, but I think I could do better. I absolutely love this color. But anyway, if you ever go see all the Chihuly pieces, the chandeliers like that, they're all pretty much, I don't think they hold his together with shower clips, but they're all held together the same way. All little hoops or rods, and you just insert those into the cage. So it's like thousands of pieces on his that you just assemble together. And what's nice about that process is you can go through and restructure your chandelier anytime you want. So if I wanted to change that chandelier, I would take the balls, everything up top, the really bigger pieces, and I would bring them low. I'd restructure it, I'd bring them down. And when you do that, the longer pieces sit on top of the ball and fan it out. So you can make that chandelier look like 5 different ways. Ever touched the flame by accident? No. I've never touched the flame. Come on, seriously. Please break. Thank you. All right, so I like this a little bit better. The shape that we just did, I think it looks a little better for what I want to do. I'm going to show you all the way as we go through in stages. So it's going to take me a little while longer, but I will show you in stages. As we start assembling things together, you'll see how it goes together. I titled this How It's Made because I want to show you how something like this is made. Yeah, heat from the flame is enough warning, but you can get pretty close to it. I mean, you can, I'm like a couple millimeters from, 4,000 degrees right there. So, yeah, it's not too bad. All right, so I'm going to reverse this real quick. So this is my attachment where I'm going to be doing a lot of the work. This will be the tail where we're at. I can make pretty big pieces. The biggest piece I have behind me is a 4-foot sword. It's like the biggest one I have ever done. So the sword, front top to bottom is 4 feet. 49 inches, just a hair above 4 feet. I don't know what that translates to into metric. I should probably learn. I like metric better. I got to be honest, I'm starting to really get into it. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. I'll show you a mini sword real quick. That won't be hard to get to. How much would the sword be? I don't know. I'm not selling it. It's not for sale. But it would be a little bit of money. I mean, it would definitely be cool. So this is the mini version like that. This is got the dragon head on it. So there's the shiny side and the matte side. So you can hang it either way. Zach, thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the flower. So yeah, you can hang it this way, and this is 19 inches. So the other sword is super A lot bigger. That's more like dagger. Zach, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, the detail was a lot of fun. It's easier to do the detail on that size. The big sword, I did not have a chance to do too much detail. I don't make any bubblers now. All right, so we got to do the back end of the dog tail, or the balloon dog. So we're going to make the back balloon, the tail part first. I'm going to take my time and do a little better job on this one. I was struggling with the first one. It's been like I said, it's been like 6 months since I've made these. So the first one's always a pain in the rump. Theoretically, it'd be easier to build all the parts and then assemble it. Okay, so this is where I'm in the duck mode. Doesn't it look like a duck? Does it not look like a duck? Yeah, I do. I do make some pendants, yes. I actually have a kick-ass pendant somewhere around here. I'll find it. It's actually kick butt. I love that pendant. What's up, Betty? Jenny and the Jets, how are you? What's up, Dwayne? All right, we got to put the little nubby on here. Like that. So this is the tail for the balloon dog. We're making the balloon dog like this. Let me shine the black light on it so you can see a little better. There. You'll get a little better visual with it lit up like that. So, yeah, the guy in Santa Rosa that you're probably thinking of is Ryan Turfs. Let me see if I have that pendant handy. Yeah, I do. This is 31 years I've been doing this. Yeah, so this is the pendant here. It doesn't show very well at the moment. I need to pull balloon dog or ghost dog off. I love this style. You can hopefully see that lightning effect in that pendant. So it has a total different look to it. There we go. All right, I got to get making dog. I've been jabbering. Yeah, doing the balloon dog. So I did not create the design for this, though. There is a guy, a glass artist by the name of Jeff Koons, who created the balloon dog originally. I don't take credit for the for creating the design per se. He's the one that created the very first balloon dogs. I just like making them because I think they're amazing. Good to see you, Dwayne. Been wondering about you. And JoJo's here. Okay, let's get the little legs on here. Sucks, you got to build these one at a time. Make sure we're angled okay. So there's that one. Ornament with the lightning effect on it. Those are like $60. They're a pain in the butt. You've been working the whole month? Been a bad month at work. I'm so sorry, Dwayne. Well, I'm glad to see you on here. You're awesome. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to come through here. Do leg number 2. Oh, it's crooked. Crap. Ooh, move, move, move. It was curving inside. Yeah, you wouldn't really, you wouldn't touch the flame. You'd have to work really, really hard to touch that. So there we got the back legs going on. So in order to finish this, we have to rotate the entire holding position here. So we're going to attach it to the tail. Got to make sure it's really on there very, very, very good. Secure. Nothing worse than getting like 90% of your piece done and then it falling. We're making the balloon dogs, Karen. Balloon dog. There we are. Got to clean up the front where the previous glass rod was held on. That. So now we're attached to the tail section. We're going to build the legs, the neck, and then the head and everything else. Appreciate that, Karen. What's up, Chris? How much are they? The balloon dogs, I think they're like, I don't remember. They're in my Etsy store, I believe. I don't know if I think I put them in the Etsy store. They're not super expensive. I mean, it's not a gigantic piece, so I mean, it's not something that's, you know, outrageously priced. I could probably tell you they're somewhere probably about the 35 range. Real name's Nicholas. You're on your dad's account. Well, that's awesome. Good to meet you, Nicholas. Okay, so we got leg number 3. Doesn't look like crap right now, unfortunately. I did not post the ribbon candy yet, Betty. I did just finish the ghost dog on Etsy. But I can add the ribbon candy tomorrow, for sure. I was waiting to get through the Etsy's, I guess it's their AI now that's watching all the stuff that you're posting. And it flagged the ghost dog. It flagged this thing as drug paraphernalia. It's like, really? How the hell do you mistake that? I was so out. Yeah, that's what took so long to get it up there. All right, so we got legs all the way around. And then we're going to do the neck portion. Yeah, Etsy has been really lame as of lately. I had a memorial glass piece that was just like that pendant that I just showed with the lightning in it, about that size. And I had a pendant that was glow in the dark, and it was black and white. So it was black and white, glow in the dark. And I had the wigwag lines in it. So they went back and forth like a zigzag. And I didn't want to call it wigwag because not a lot of people in the industry, if they don't know what a wigwag is, they're not going to know what the hell a wigwag is. So I put zigzag. Everybody knows what a zigzag line looks like. And Etsy removed my listing for drug paraphernalia because I said the word zigzag. Can you believe that? Okay, so we got the neck portion. And let's get the actual nose part. This is my favorite part of the whole dog, the nose. I like making it. Then we got to do the little balloon spot where they fill it right there, the little extension. Like that. So that is the where they fill the little balloons up, that little pudgy thing right there. I got to add a little bit of green to this. I just noticed this leg is a tiny bit small. 1 second. That's the second time this happened. I gotta learn to look at it a little better when I'm making it. So now we have the legs all on, and we gotta do, no, not a raccoon. It's a balloon dog. It is time change this week. I know, right? Time change is crazy. Time change is insane. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to let you, the audience, vote on the next color for the next balloon dog. I'm going to give you the choices that we have available. Thank you, Sue. We have, well, we just did lime green. We have pink, transparent pink. We have a purple that is kind of opaque like this. It'll kind of go lavender to dark purple. It's going to shift a little bit. And we have cobalt blue. So we have all those colors available. And I'll let you guys decide what color we make next. Jojo says cobalt blue. I knew that one was coming from Jojo. I gotta move this here a little bit. Blue, purple, cobalt, cobalt, blue, purple. Yeah. TikTok, you guys are getting your butt kicked in chat. You know, YouTube is like rocking it. YouTube is being very active with their comments. They are rocking. Because it's funny, you guys are always the opposite as far as when I go for color choices. YouTube and TikTok are totally different. Betty says purple. Blue, 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 blue. Blue. I don't have red up here right now. Always purple. Pink is awesome. I don't have pink. I'll give you the choices again. All right, so there's the balloon dog. I got to make a little hook for it. And we'll finish this one up. While we're doing that, I'm going to keep an eye on it. We can do the blue and silver fume it and give it a chrome effect too. If you don't know what silver fuming is, it's a process where we vaporize pure silver in the glass onto it, and it like silver plates it. Blow up with good hair. How are you? It's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, we got to pump up the numbers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we could do the blue with the silver fuming if you want to see that. It looks really good. So it literally looks like it is, I don't know, shiny. Chrome it? Yeah, we could definitely do the chroming. Okay, here we go. Let me make this hook real quick. For my glass people out there that are always wondering how I do my hooks, this is how I do it. I kind of make a little horseshoe. The trick is not to pull it out sideways. You got to pull it straight up, okay? Not out. Up. There. If you start pulling it out, you undo your hook. It took me forever to figure that out. That one little move right there will save you a ton of time. I think blue and silver. Let's do blue and silver. Blue was really dominating anyway, but I think the blue and silver would look fantastic. Let's chrome it up. Give it some chrome. Maverick, well, I'll try and speed it up a little bit. This will be the third one I'm doing tonight, so I kind of got my rhythm down a little bit better. And to be honest, cobalt melts a lot easier than all the colors I've been doing. Is this a good hobby to try out? Yeah, I highly recommend it. But before you invest too much, I always say go in and... Yeah, Betty, of course you can pick your own color. Betty, you know I got you. Betty, of course. I got you, Betty. Betty on TikTok has probably the largest Christmas ornament collection from me of anybody. And she was asking if she could make a custom color on the balloon dog. And I said yes. So if you order one of these, off me online, I will make it on live stream if you want. So if you order it and you want to see it made live, I could definitely do that. And it works really nice because you can, let's say you got someone special you want to order an item for. If you give me a notice ahead of time and we start making it, I will announce their name that this item is made for so-and-so. So whether it's your mother, a spouse, a significant other, a best friend, whatever. It's like having a personalized Hallmark card on YouTube that you get to see the item made, and I will announce that it is specifically for them. Specifically. I just need enough advance notice to be able to do it, like a couple days. But I like doing that. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's a neat little feature to say, you know, hey, this is made for so-and-so, and we do that. All right, so we got the greenish balloon dog. I love this lime green. I'm going to bring the pink out so you all can see that again. So this is the gold that we did, but we're going to be using silver, so it's going to be chrome with blue. So that is the gold. The silver is very, very silvery. Vader, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate you. See, oh, I was going to tell you why I like the name Vader, because every Star Wars movie that had Darth Vader, I always rooted for Vader. I wasn't rooting for the other side. I was like, come on, man, you can do this. I did. I always did that. Yeah, we're going to silver fume it. Yeah, I was always rooting for Vader, or for Vader. Truth Council. Yeah, I wish it was a lightsaber. I really do. Propane? Yeah, propane's an excellent source for this. Acetylene can be used. Yes, I have made gators before. For sure. You can use acetylene, it's hot enough. What it is not is clean. And what I mean by that is it has a carbon base to it. So those little carbon specks will get in the glass. But it's definitely hot enough. All right, we're going to clean off the end. Okay, so first thing we're going to build is the body. You're not late, Jenny. You got it. I'm so sorry you're seeing hospice. I know what that's like. Kevin's book. Thank you so much for the alien buddy, Kevin. Oh. Kevin's book is in the house. Okay, let's make this blue. So we are making the balloon dog in blue, and then we're going to silver fume it and give it a chromey effect. In fact, we might name it Chromey in the shop, in the Etsy shop. I'll let you guys. I'll let the audience decide the color name. All right. So when we get done with it, I'm going to let everybody type in their name, and we'll go with the most popular name. We'll name it that way. I love audience participation. What's up, good day? How are you? Kevin, thanks for the heart me. How you doing, Kevin? Yeah, I can absolutely, Jada. Yeah, I can absolutely. An educational piece, no problem. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that for you. Yeah, we do make custom stuff. Right now we are making the balloon dog ornament. So it's based off of those balloon dogs that you see the balloon artist making, the little puppy poodle looking dog. I am not the first one to create it out of glass, though. I always say that ahead of time. There's an artist by the name of Jeff Koons, and he's the one who created the original design out of glass. So I don't take credit for that. And it's Jeff Koons with a K. K-O-O-N. I think it's T-S. Koons. But anyway, he was the first to actually do the balloon dog. Kevin, I gotta send you a message so we can get you all taken care of on your items too. I got them sitting here just. I got to tell you, your marble's so amazing. I'm like, maybe Kevin will forget about it. I'm kidding, but it's pretty badass, Kevin. I'm gonna send you a light base for it too. So I have a little light base for it. You don't have to use it, but you can. All right, so we're gonna come through. I'm gonna pull this clear off here. Uh-oh. Crap. Hold on. That one snuck past my barrier. So that was a little piece that snuck off. It was burning my tabletop. Okay, so a lot of people always ask about the flame. Why is it white? It is technically blue. I'm going to show you why. Because the way the camera picks it up, it doesn't show properly. So this material is called the didymium lens. This is what my glasses are made out of. And I'm going to show you how it filters. Ready? So we're going to bring it in here, and now. See how the flame went blue and it cuts out a lot of that orange? See the difference? So the flame is definitely very, very blue there. But that's what I see. So it takes away a lot of that bright stuff there. Artists for pet sculptures? Oh, you mean like memorial? We could definitely do that. All right, let's go. You've not seen Star Wars? Oh my God. You're like one of the only people I've ever heard of not having seen it. I know, it was cool, right? Did I make the biggest sword on the flame? I had, yeah. So I did make the big sword on this type of torch. It was a smaller version of this called a Mirage. So this model is called the Kabuki. The one I had was the Mirage. But at that time in my life, I had a warehouse and I had like probably 20 glass blowers working for me at that time. And so we crossfired 2 Mirages and made a crossfire of that. So it was like double the flame. And we had them offset. So I was able to do the blade and everything with 2 Mirages crossfired together. Okay, so next spot, we got to put the little spot where they actually blow into the balloon and make it into a balloon. The little stem. Little pipette stem right there. What's up from Indiana? How are you? We are making the balloon dog. I'm going to show it to you in its UV form so you can see it a little better. This is what the balloon dog does look like. Can you see it okay? Is there it turned to there? Is that better for viewing? Yeah, I think that's better. So this one, like that. That's what we're making. But we're doing it out of cobalt, and we're going to silver plate it with silver. Hot knives? No. How's everyone doing tonight? It's Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. All right, So we're going to make leg number 1, balloon leg number 1. I did do a custom one of these once for someone. It was actually pretty funny. I wish I had got some photos of it, but they asked if I could make it kind of like a dachshund or a dachshund with the little short stubby legs. And I was like, yeah, it kind of came out cool. Can I make other balloon animals? I'm sure I could. I haven't tried. Yeah, so we did a little dachshund version of it. That was funny. I got to extend this just a little bit. It was actually kind of cool too. All right, so there's leg number 1. I'm just going to keep showing you as we build it up. I titled this on how it's made, so I'm going to show you how this is made as we go through. I think it's kind of cool to go through and watch something, and I try to explain as much as possible as we're shaping and going through. If you have a question about a process or why I did something a certain way, don't hesitate to ask. I love answering questions. I like promoting the industry. And if I miss your question, one of the mods will help pick it up. They will always make sure I see it. Okay, so now we got 2 little legs, stubbies. Gotta extend this a little bit more. I was mentioning dachshund legs, and these are too short. Gotta add a little bit. So I do love glass for that reason. You can fix things if you need to. You can adjust it. So like this case, I noticed that the legs were just a touch too small. We're going to add a little bit to it. Like that. We are making the balloon dog ornament. What's up, Penny? Been a while. Hopefully you're okay. I was thinking about you. All right, so we got the balloon dog back legs done. I have to transfer the holding rod to the other side so I can start making the front legs and the head, the neck, all that fun stuff. So we're going to attach there. And now I can burn it off here and start working the legs, the neck, and all that. Thank you, Red Squeak. How you doing, Red Squeak? I hope you're well. Okay, so we're going to do the 2 legs first, and then we'll build the neck, the head, and everything else. I'm going to put the second leg on, and I will bring it over and show you where we're at. Wow, I got it on there, no problem. That one. Definitely getting faster at it. So there's the tail portion, and we got the legs on there. They're pretty even. Let's add the neck section. And this will lead right into the head. Thank you. That's actually very well said. Okay, here we go. So we got to add in the neck part of the balloon. You know, going through this, I bet you I could probably pre-build a lot of these parts ahead of time. Make my life a lot easier with these. Oh, she is definitely crooked. This one's going to look fantastic. I'm actually pretty happy. I'm excited to see where this goes. Could make it look, yeah, it would definitely be easier, but yeah, it would take away a little bit of the on the fly. All right, we're all straightened out. So this is the neck area. You'd be scared to be around heat like this. It's not bad. Watch. See? You can't do that on any other equipment, but this equipment is extremely stable for that. So if you know anything about torches, you can't do this with any other torch ever. But yeah, you can just sit here and you don't have to be afraid of it. Okay, I got you. It is the same type of glass. No, you're not. I wasn't offended by that. That is a legitimate question. 100%. And yes, it's the same type of glass. That type of glass is called borosilicate. Yes, it is a very special type of torch. All right, let's put the balloon dog nose on. Mouth and nose. I'm going to kind of over-exaggerate this one. Then we're going to put the little stem on there for where you would actually blow the balloon out. Like that. So now we got the little stem on there. Last step is we have to put the ears and then we'll put a hook on it. Yeah, this shade of blue is beautiful, but wait till we get done with it. We're going to turn it into not just beautiful, but absolutely amazing. When we silver fume this, oh my God. Gotta let gravity do its thing. Am I offended by saying I don't know who Rich Sanchez is? No, I'm not offended by anybody saying I look like anybody. Not a lot bothers me. Personally, I think I look more like Denzel, but hey, that's just me. All right, let's add the little ear on here. Can I make a jet? No, probably not. I could make a cartoonish jet, like a whimsical, but like a specific jet, no. And if you ever contact someone else that talks about that, and they say they can, just be really cautious. That's all I'm going to say. Michael wants to know if I should he should make a business out of memorial work. I always think memorial work is good. Just have to make sure you treat it very, very respectful. Okay, so we got this. I'm going to create the hook for it. We're going to warm it up, and then we're going to silver fume it. I think memorial work is fantastic. How does it not melt? So borosilicate glass is the type of glass I'm using. A lot of people commonly refer to borosilicate as Pyrex. Pyrex is a brand, not a type. And so when you get into that aspect of it, it has a lot of unique properties to it. So it doesn't like get melty and drip at all. It mostly is very, very stable. We'll do a quick example, okay? We're going to bring it out here. Wandering Brian, thank you so much for the jewels. So we're going to bring it out. We're going to superheat it. And we're just going to let it. It doesn't move that much. Now, if that had been what's called a soft glass, that would have right down. It definitely would have melted off and dripped. All right, let's create this hook. So that's just a little bit of a hook for it so it can hang. How do they make the no shatter ones? That is the type of glass that you use. Again, borosilicate, common brand is Pyrex. But the no shatter, it will shatter eventually. It can break. But what you're referring to, I'm assuming, is like the tempered glass. Tempered glass is very kind of unique in the process. But like your windshield, a lot of people don't know this, but your windshield on your car actually has a thin piece of plastic sandwiched between the glass. There's a little piece of plastic in there. And that's how the windshields don't shatter. Can I make a functional glass? I don't even know what that is. I would have to look it up. So I can't say yes and no. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you subscribed and come hang out again. I'm always live streaming. But yeah, so the glass in your car windshield is actually sandwiched with plastic in the middle. My watch is telling me to stand up. I think I'll wait. Is the flame expensive to run? No, actually it's not. It's not that bad. Okay, we're going to put the little hook on here, and then we're going to silver fume the hell out of this. Okay, in order to get the silver fume looking really good, I'm going to have to do a really solid attachment to the bottom of one of these feet. Like that. And detach this tail. I'll be able to cover that silver up when I detach that foot at the very end. I'll be able to spot it. But this tail, I would not be able to do it very easily. So that's why I'm changing directions here. So the funniest one I've ever done on this, I don't want it to sound too gross, but it was funny. They asked me to do the balloon dog and then make little balloon balls on the bottom, like it had gone to do its business. I thought that was funny. So having little balloon ball or balloon poop. All right, so now we have the blue. Pay attention to it. This is an amazing color as it is. I do like it in blue. And we're about to add the silver. So this is essentially silver plating this. This is going to look absolutely fantastic. Here we go. A little tiny chunk of silver on the end of this rod. Thank you, Dale. How are you? Okay, and it is vaporizing now, and we're going to come through, and we're just going to start filming it up. I have to adjust my flame a little bit. I push the silver out right there. And there we go. We're going to enhance it just a little bit. And there we are. We now have it all silver plated. It looks pretty fantastic. I'm chewing Mentos right now. And here we go. We're going to shine the light on. Boom. Look at that. And then when you go through it, it will shine through. So it will expose color through it. You'll definitely see the cobalt. Yeah, that is the, I'm going to try and bring it way up. That is the cobalt with silver. Then we got to burn it off down here at this leg, and that's why I was saying I will have to add a little bit of silver to the bottom here, because I am removing this little spot, and that's going to burn part of the silver off. So we definitely have to correct that. Just a little bit here. There we are. So now it's all done. Now we have everything all removed from it. Looks really good. I do like it. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, this one's pretty. I do like it. Yeah, that one came out pretty neat. I like it a lot. Vader, thank you for the jewels. What's up, Flavortown? Not much. What's up with you? How you doing? How you doing? All right. I'm going to knock out a quick Hummingbird because I need to take a short break from Balloon Dog for a moment. So we're going to do the quick Hummingbird. Just to relax for a second. Okay, let's go. All right, what color wings do we want to do? Lime green, cobalt, pink, purple, or this really shimmer color? What do you guys think? I'll let y'all decide. What color are we doing? Maverick, thank you so much. Thank you for that. I think I'm able to actually... Thank you. That's awesome. Let's throw some emojis on there. I don't know what it's for, but hey. I appreciate it. I can't even see which ones are on. Oh man, they messed up my emojis. There we are. Appreciate it. All right, shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. A lot of people saying shimmer. Lime. TikTok is saying shimmer. Lime. Betty's saying shimmer. Yeah, the shimmer's a cool color. Let me show it to you with a little light. Link, thank you for the latte, the 600 joules. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so this is the shimmer. I don't know if you can see that really cool kind of shimmery effect, but it's going to look more like diamonds when it gets done. In the wings and everything, it's going to look really good. All right, we'll do that. We'll do the dark shimmer. It's like a shimmer green. That is a... it's kind of like TikTok. They started adding GIFs like TikTok on YouTube. Have a good night, Maverick. Okay, so we're gonna let's do a combo here. We're gonna mix green and blue for the body, and then we'll have that really shimmer color to it. We're gonna mix slime and green. Let's make it custom. So lime green, cobalt, we're going to take it here. Yeah, I just set a blue rod down somewhere. Nope, apparently I didn't. It's okay, we'll use this one. So we're going to heat this up a little. Pull them together. So we got 2 rods. I'm going to melt them together a little. Like that. And then we're going to twist them up. So we're going to make it into like a body of twisty multitudes of colors. You get jewels just for existing as a chatter? You can, yeah. All right, so we're going to mix all this up. You can see what I'm doing right there. We're blending it. Vader, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're gonna take these 2 like that. So now in that hot section, I have those 2 colors all blended together. Just going to use this rod right here as kind of my holding base at the moment. Come to the back end, and this is where we're going to start the hummingbird. A glass flute. Yeah, it would be a cool project if it's something like that. Some type of flute thing would be kind of cool. All right, so we got to bring it out just a little bit. Stretch it out right there because there's a spot here I need to leave alone. This is where the head of the hummingbird is going to be. Right there. Then we're going to melt it down. We're going to create a ball at the back end of this, and then we're going to pull a little guideline for my tail. Normally I'd be halfway done with this hummingbird, but we're kind of knocking some cool colors in it, so. Okay, so this is the body for the hummingbird. Like this. And we're going to come through and we're going to pull it. And we're going to create a tail. And we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to try and bring it out so you can watch that process being done. Wandering Brian, thank you so much. All right, so that is what I was talking about for a guideline for the tail. So this just gives me a little bit of action right there in order to be able to add the tail on there. Okay, let's go through. No. And we're going to okay. All right, let's grab the shimmer color that we had talked about using, and we're going to start making the tail. Now, I don't use any tools. We do everything by freehand. Everything is by freehand. Yeah, the mods have to be super busy at times. Okay, there's half a tail. We're going to smooth it out. Then we're going to do the other half. Yeah, I think it's just a troll account. It's whatever. Okay, so now we have the tail portion done. And again, I like to go through and hand structure it, layer everything on, so that I think it looks a lot better that way. There's nothing wrong with using a tool to form wings and tail and all of that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I just don't prefer that method. So we're going to come through here. I'm sorry, Dragonfly. My hair's the best. Thank you, Self-Made. I appreciate that. All right, so we got to make the head a little bit narrower here. Bring it down. So this is the head, the body. You can see that coloring is looking really good in the body. Yeah, I think she does, Red Squeak. Yeah, I think she does. Yeah, the piece behind me, yeah, it kind of does, but that style is actually back from Venice. So Venice was like the style that I thought was the inspiration for that. The Venetian glass, they created that kind of chandelier thing many years ago, like centuries ago. Which was kind of cool. So I like the design. And if I remember right, I think Chihuli's first big installation was in Venice. Okay, we're going to grab that shimmer color again. We're going to start structuring wings. And here we go. My favorite part. Thank you, Red Squeak. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the entire bird. Wings are like the best thing on the planet made for me. There's just so many variations that you can do. And they're just organic. And there we go. So now we have really nice structure to it. Yeah, Oklahoma. I believe I've seen that installation on, I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen it on video. It looks actually really cool. All right, we're going to come through and we're going to start wing number 2. And it's just a layer after layer after layer after layer. It's just learning how to put these on without having them fall over or become detached. That was the biggest problem when I learned to make wings. They kept falling apart. They would literally like just fall apart. Got to get a little curve right there. Then we're going to put the little beak on. And some eyeballs. This one came out really good. So I'm going to shine the light on it, but I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to give it a little bit of light so you can see the colors coming through. That way. Definitely, there's the bottom of the body. So that's what everything was mixed in. Yeah, it looks really fantastic. This is a pretty combo. Very happy with it. Yeah, it's definitely Hummingbird. And we tape it and tap it off. And smooth out that spot. And then I can bring it up about as close as that. It has to stay upside down or it slips out. Yeah, it just gets a little crazy. In like 5 minutes, I think that one took me probably 7. They're about six minutes or so, 6-7 minutes if I'm not like showing every step. But yeah, that one took a little bit longer. Thank you, Daisy Girl. Appreciate you. A uniform? Yeah, this is just my sweater because it's cold as hell out right now. It's freezing. It is cold. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the uranium marble from the other night. I forgot about that. I'm going to have to show you the uranium marble. I know, right, Red Squeak? It's freaking crazy cold. So attaching this clear rod to the pink will extend the life of my color. This is where all of your money goes into. The colored glass is the largest expense you will have in this industry for this. It's definitely the most expensive part of doing this. Because the color ranges on average like $35 to $40 a pound for an average price. But like this particular white right here that I have, not that one, this one, it's a short stub. But this little piece of white right here is $150 a pound. So that definitely jumps up there, makes it much harder. And then this is the uranium glass here, like that. So if you have the uranium glass, like this. So the uranium glows green under black light. You can see this is not uranium. This is called Lucy, and that is made with europium. And then this is uranium. And that is super expensive too. That's $150 a pound as well. Yeah, colored glass is the absolute most insane expense you have. Now I did create a actual glow in the dark glass, which is this one here. So this is a large chunk of my glow glass right here. You can see it is super bright, but this one will actually glow in the dark. So no light, no nothing on it. And you take it off. Hopefully you can kind of see it glowing a tiny bit. There's a lot of light in here, but it'll retain the glow. That's the stuff that costs a lot. Yeah, mine's Boro. How much does a stick like that weigh? The one I just had, I think, is like half a pound. Now the small parts are not heavy at all. We're going to do some blown glass real quick. I want to make a pinky ornament. How do you create it? The glow glass was pretty insane to learn to create. That's going to be sold by North Star Glass. I know it's coming out. I know it. I keep saying it, but they really have it down now. They have it available. It should hit distributors anytime. I forgot to mention that this was the uranium marble we did the other day out of tubing. I don't know if y'all can see that well, but this one was super insane for color. We made this marble out of pure tubing, and it has just this insane uranium glow to it. And then through the light, you can see that kind of greenish gold fume color to it. It's insane. All right, let's make a marble or a ornament. Okay. Here we go. I probably should have preheated this a little bit. Please don't blow up. There we go. So I want to take that real shimmery color, and we're going to stripe it around this pink and do a pink and shimmer. It should look really cool, but I always think it would be helpful to see some actual blown glass too. We did a few balloon dogs already. If you are enjoying what you're seeing on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And click the bell on notifications if you want to see when I go live. And TikTok, thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it. This is called a Glass Torch Technologies. And it is a surface mix torch, meaning the gas is mixed as they exit. Yeah, the music is by an artist named Harris Heller. He has a YouTube channel on here. He mostly does tech reviews, so like on tech products for live streaming, essentially. But he created a music platform called Streambeats, and he allows content creators to use his music for free without any copyright strikes. So it's really kind of cool that he does that. It's free for people to use. Thank you. I appreciate the subscriptions. I really do. I'm trying to grow. I really want to grow this up a lot. I want to make the channel pretty awesome. Robin, you have a Red Max. Awesome. The Red Max and Carlisles are great. They are Oxy Hogs, though. Mama, Steven Sam, thank you for the swan. Thank you so much. Daisy Girl, thank you for the paper crane. Yeah, the music is really good. Harris Heller, like I said, he has a tech channel called Senpai Gaming. I highly recommend you just look up Harris Heller. Red Max and Carlisle are great torches. Like I said, they're fantastic. There's nothing wrong with them. They just suck a lot of oxygen. That's all. Like this particular torch is pretty fuel efficient. All right, so right now I'm just kind of making this back end a little stronger, a little thicker right here. Because when I go to blow this ornament out, if I'm not careful and it's not thick enough, it'll just fall over. And that would be sad. That would definitely be sad. We're going to do an ornament. We're actually going to make a really cool, just basic ornament. I'm kind of doing my how-to video right now, live stream, just showing you how stuff is made. Give you a little backstage look at it. Actually, we might throw some lime green and shimmer on there. That would be kind of a cool combo with the pink. So this next process is one of the fastest ways to apply color, but it took me a very long time to master this process down. This is called a spin trail. So basically I'm going to heat up a little section of this rod, I'm going to attach it to the tube, and I'm going to spin the tube and trail the color on here. It's not the easiest thing to learn, but once you do, it is the most effective way to add color quickly to an item. So now we got this heated up. Gonna blob it on and then spin and trail that on there. We're just coming through. Like that. Now I have to melt it in a little bit because it is literally just sitting on the tube. It's not stuck on there. It's literally just barely attached. And if you let it cool off too much, it detaches, flies off, and makes little sad stuff. Just makes little sad things. All right, so now we have all that color spun around there. So again, that's called the spin trail. You're just heating it up, spinning it, and trailing the color on there. We're going to do a little bit of the lime green on there just because I think it'll look pretty amazing with the two colors. So we'll have pink, shimmer green, and lime green all incorporated into it. It should be really amazing. Thank you so much. Do I use frit? Yes, I definitely use frit. I definitely love using frit. Good night, Karmic. Thank you so much for hanging out. All right, so we're going to bring it out here. We're going to heat it up, and we're going to spin trail it around. Yeah, tonight was me just wanting to do the how it's made, you know, showing you how ornaments are done. It's not the only way to do this process, but I just think it's one of a different ways, and it just gives you a different perspective on how things are done. It's not the only way to do it for sure. There are definitely different methods. I'm just using the one that I'm familiar with. All right, again, we're going to really sink that in there. All right, now we have all the color blended in there. Okay, or stuck. It's not completely blended. The gas isn't expensive. The colored glass is the expensive part. Colored glass is your biggest expense. Yeah, the Zero is available on my Etsy now. It is there. It is called Ghost Dog. So this is available on my Etsy, and it is called Ghost Dog. All right, so the next part, we're going to take a clear rod and we're going to all the way through it. I love answering questions. Yeah, this is part of my fun. I find it a lot of fun to be able to come in and answer questions and talk to everybody. And hopefully I get a few people motivated to want to do this as a career or hobby, and they pick it up and they become super famous and awesome. Way better than me. That would be my happy spot. Because if someone saw me doing this and decided they wanted to do this as a career and became super famous, I would be so happy. That would be my happy spot. What's up, James? How are you doing? So we're striping this down. Sorry, getting a dry throat here. Don't mean to cough in you. But now we got stripes running all the way down. This will look, you'll see the pattern when I get done. It's going to look really good. Using the torch is very efficient. Sorry, I have a froggy throat right now. So one of the things you'll notice, I'm not moving this hand. I'm moving the object in order to create the color and the pattern in here. And the reason I'm doing that is to keep the heat consistency the same. So this flame changes up and down. Gonna come through. Damn it. Sorry. I gotta take a drink. I'm so sorry. I never like doing that online. I apologize. Yeah, gloves would definitely affect my work. It would be a hindrance. Glass doesn't transfer any heat, unlike metal. So metal will conduct heat. The glass doesn't do that. It's a good insulator, horrible conductor. Yeah, we could definitely make Hummingbird that swings on a branch, for sure. Inside of a small ornament. I've done that before, actually. Yeah. I ended up making the ornament open on both ends. So it was an ornament blown out like a ball. Then I cut both ends off and hung the hummingbird on the inside. It was pretty cool. Yes, the ghost dog is correct. You are correct. Okay, so we're going to take this here and we're going to spiral it in. This is where we're going to start creating patterns. I've never used gloves, ever. I don't use gloves. All right, we're going to come through and we're going to grab it and we're going to start spiraling. This is going to create a really cool little pattern here. Little ASMR sizzle there. Okay, so now we got this really cool looking front end here. And it has just a really cool spiral. We're just doing a basic ornament, Christmas ornament. No, my arms don't get tired. I'm pretty used to it. It's like anything. If I watch servers, like food servers, I don't know how they can stand on their feet all day. I mean, it's insane. They're carrying all that food around and how they can stand on their feet. I have a lot of respect for food servers. So it's the same thing. You know what? We're going to pattern this a little differently. We're going to use the big flame. So this is my largest flame that I have right here. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate it. So we're going to heat this up. My glasses are what are called didymium. I'm going to bring that out so you can kind of see how my glasses work. See how it's kind of filtering out some of that bright light. What's up, Miss Vicious? How are you? All right, let's go. So this is going to have, so far the pattern's pretty good. I'm not going to say anything because if I do, I'll probably regret saying anything and muff it up. And here we go. So we're going to blow it open. I kind of like that. I should make a hot air balloon out of this, but I'm not going to right now. But it'd make a cool hot air balloon ornament. All right, so I personally don't like the ornament super round, so I'm going to flatten it a little bit. I kind of like that peppermint candy shape. So very flat and round in that direction. And the reason I like this, I think this method is a lot stronger than a typical round ball. And then I'm going to show you why I do this as well as soon as we finish it up. You're going to see exactly why I like this. Yeah, it would make a killer hot air balloon. I agree. All right, here we go. Got to pop a little hole in it. That's where the hook will go. So that's where it will hang from. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to attach what's called a punty to the very front. And it's not fused on there. It's literally just stuck. It's not fused at all. No fusing to it. Just one end hot, one end cold. It's called a punty, or some people call it a cold tap. I learned that it was called a cold tap from my mother. So right there, we just tapped it on like that. We're going to let it cool for a second, bring it out. Then we're going to spin this off. And we're going to spiral this end too. And here we go. Get it nice and hot. And then we're going to come through and start spinning and creating another spiral on the other end of this. Here we go. Keep pulling it down. My watch is getting angry at me. It's telling me to get up. I will when I get a chance. And there we go. So we have a pattern on the end here. And again, we're going to flatten it out a little because I like that flat look to it, that peppermint candy. A glass tornado, that would be kind of cool actually. Thank you for all the heart knees, by the way. Okay, we're going to come through and we're going to flatten this out. And I'm going to use this paddle just to kind of help it along. I may not have to. I could probably gravity do it. We'll see. I prefer to do it with gravity and not use this. That's going to need a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to add the hook and complete this. The name on TikTok is @Glowerks, but you can find me under Fiery Guy too. I'm going to add a little pink hook to it. Little pinky blinky. Here we go. We're just going to take it and straighten it out a little. Oh, it's way crooked. That hook is way off. I definitely have to fix that. There, much better. Okay, we're going to grab it through here, and then how do you get it off of the stick? And this is how. Then we got your basic, just ordinary ornament, not too hard. This is a very, very simple piece to design and make. We're going to use the light on it. This is the kabuki. So now you can see that pattern in there now too. That's what I was saying, with the light on and you can see it, the pattern looks really fantastic. A little too bright. And it's that way on both ends. I gotta be careful. I don't want that ornament sliding down on my hand. That would definitely suck. All right, I do have to take a break though. It has been 2 hours for me streaming solid. So it is time for me to take a break, get up, stretch. I don't know if I'll be back. It's 10:40. I won't be back tonight. Yeah, we definitely flatten it. I'll be on tomorrow though, a lot. I'll be on there for a lot. Thank you. Thanks for the follows. So I will be streaming pretty much all day tomorrow. Got a lot of work to do. I'm going to sign off on TikTok real quick. TikTok, you guys rock. I appreciate you. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate it. I'm going to bring it there. Bring it here. And there. Sorry, I gotta do that. And I appreciate everybody on YouTube. You guys are awesome. You make my night so much better. I really enjoy hanging out with all of you doing this. It's like a lot of fun. I love hanging out on here live streaming. So I will see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna go take care of my wife, my mom, and check on, make sure they're both sick. So I got to check on them. So I'll take care. Take care. Have a good night. Thank you.